What's going on, everybody? Taylor Garcia here. I'm really excited to make this video because I have something very special to open that I got in the mail. But before I open this, I kind of have to share the story behind it, or else it's not going to really make a lot of sense. If you've been following me at all, whether you're in the insurance industry, in the business world, if you've listened to any of my podcasts, you've probably heard a little bit of this. But I want to dive deeper into this one specific time because then this will make a lot more sense. And I want to take you back to June of 2012. This was a big time in my life because this was a few years after high school, and I was really head first into drums and music 100%. This is what I was going to do for the rest of my life. I was going to do this professionally. In my mind, I was done with high school. I wasn't going to college. Music was everything. I was in a few bands back and forth, right? It was a really big time. And so I was playing in a band. They were called the Martyrs, and I met them through Craigslist or something like that. I just met them as a random group, joined their band. It was like a punk rock band, and we were playing a lot. And I met a few really cool people through them that they were friends with. And we all kind of got along. We were all like in the same music. We all had the same kind of personalities. But they were a little bit older than me. Not sure exactly, but they were a good 5-8 years older than me. And so at the time I was young, I was 20, 21. So I met these guys through shows, and they also had a band, right? They were called The Scarred, and I would go see them play, and they were really good, and I really enjoyed their music. So we would go watch them, and I was like, man, well, fast forward just a little bit, a couple months, I got asked to play in their band. I got asked to fill in for their original drummer because their drummer was going on tour with somebody else, and they needed somebody to kind of fill in. And I was really excited because I was really a big fan of their music. But the big thing was we're going on a tour. We're going from here across the country on the East Coast and back. We're going in a van. Taylor, this is it, right? And in my head, I'm like, man, this is it. I got offered to go on a tour. Like, this is my first time I get to do this. Like I shared in some of the other things that I have talked on, is that I didn't really know these guys very well. There was 4 or 5 guys going on this tour in a van, and they wanted me to do this. They had a list of songs I had to learn. And I had to kind of tell my parents at 21, like, hey, 20, I was like, hey, I'm doing this. I'm going on this tour. This is what I'm doing. This is what I've been working towards, right? I did. So we practiced in their bass player's garage. It was a tiny little garage, and we practiced in the heat, working through all the songs, getting me up to speed, and then we went. And now I'm not going to get into the whole story of the tour because I'd be here for literally hours. But long story short, the tour didn't go as well as planned, right? Some of the shows canceled. We had to turn around halfway through. It wasn't fully what we thought it was going to be. However, I made some really good friends in that time. The guys in the band and I became really close. Obviously, you're in a van with each other and you're driving through all of these states, right? And we're in Missouri. And one thing I want to show you guys, so a lot of people ask why I have this Mark Twain tattoo. Or if you didn't know it was Mark Twain, this is Mark Twain. And the reason we got it is because we were in Hannibal, Missouri, and we got to sit on the river, and we got to see Mark Twain's boyhood home, and we were all kind of big fans of him and his books. So we decided to make that tour the Mark Twain tour. So we all got like a matching Mark Twain stencil type tattoo. Again, we became like brothers through all of this because there were some ups, there were some downs, but we all kind of bonded through it. So we came home, and we stayed friends, right? Justin, the singer, and I became really close, and he got big into YouTube and making videos, and I would go and help him film, and we'd kind of come up with content ideas together and help. In the beginning stages, it was building this website called Randomland, and it was, we were just kind of making funny skits. And then I ended up finding my wife, and we got married, and then I kind of drifted off. Well, Justin took it and ran with this thing, and he started doing Disneyland videos and really promoting Randomland as this bigger thing. And I just saw it growing, and he was a very talented guy, and I know you'd probably hate hearing me say all this stuff about him, but he's a really talented, very charismatic, entertaining person. He just has this personality that he's entertaining to watch. So naturally, all the people that are big fans of Disney and Disneyland and going on adventures, because he was always an adventurous guy going on tours, so he would drive Route 66 and travel all these places and film it, and he was really entertaining to watch. And so a lot of people gravitated towards it. So Randomland has now become this big thing, and follow his YouTube channel. You can see the stories, and he's shared a lot. But it's just so cool to see him do that and me be in the beginning stages of it, right? And that was a huge moment in my life that kind of developed this and got to experience all this stuff because of him, really. And so I have this that I got from him. I don't know if you could see it, but it says Randomland on there. There's a little sticker on there. I got this because I saw on his social media that he was working on writing a book, and I was really excited to read his story. Now, I didn't factor in that, you know, our tour would be in it or any of that. It was just I wanted to kind of see where he was taking his story of what he's doing. And so I'm going to show you guys. So I'm opening this for the first time, but I am really excited to check this out because I know he is, like I said, he's a very talented guy. And so yeah, this is really cool. So it's called Tales From Randomland Volume 1. And one of the guys that went on tour with us, he was doing some marketing for the tour. So he was writing articles, he was a part of a magazine. And so he went on the tour with us. He wasn't in the band, but he was doing a lot of like press for us. And apparently, I don't know fully what it is, but I think Tyler, he ended up like editing this because he is a writer. And so just to see that this all kind of came together from the guys that I, you know, through my younger years kind of grew up with is so cool to see. You know, so, you know, and he signed it, which is cool, man. But I'll share this. That's him. That's Justin. But you can ask anyone in my family or in my life. They all knew Justin. They all knew that band because that was something that I did early on in my life and in my career that I thought I would have never done. Just jump in a band with some random dudes and go across the country. But I will never regret that. That was one of the best things I ever did, even though, like I said, it didn't really turn out to be this amazing tour and we got famous off it or anything. However, it was such an experience for me. Being a kid in a small town here in Glendora, I got to experience a lot. I got to see a lot. Got goods and bads of it all. And think about it, and just so you guys all know, in a band, like most tours, you're not making a lot of money. So you are eating what you can. You're eating at a gas station, you're sleeping in the van, you're traveling all night. Like, it's not this glamorous luxury thing, you know, maybe if you're the Foo Fighters, but like for where we were, like we didn't have any money. We didn't have anything. It was hard to get gas. We had to pay with our own money. Like we were paying to do this tour. And so, I mean, I remember calling my dad a few times like, hey, I need to borrow some money. Like we're out of money. And so, you know, but those struggles are what kept me, like what made me stronger. I feel like even to this day, like a lot of the things that I've done and pushed through those struggles have really made me who I am today. And some of those experiences, and like I said, the bond that I had with this group and with Justin, you know, Justin has taught me a lot, even though he may not think he has, he did. And I watch him now on YouTube, and he's got a huge following now from like Disney fans, and he's doing some amazing things over at the Disney parks and entertainment in Knott's Berry Farm now, and he really explores, and this whole book is about him and his story. And again, I don't know the preface entirely of the book. However, I did get a message from him saying that I am in the book from that tour. I don't know yet fully. I'm really curious. I'm going to read this. This is my next read. So I'm really excited about this. But I just wanted to share this because it means a lot to me. I'm really excited and happy for Justin. He seems to be in a very good spot. I know I've never written a book, but I know a lot of people that have in the insurance industry, and I've met a few people just in business in general that have written books, and I know it's not easy. And so to see him actually accomplish this and get through this is so cool. I'm really excited to dive deeper into this. Look at chapter 2. It's literally called the Mark Twain Tour. And so I'm really excited to get into this part because that was a part of it. And so, yeah. anyways, I'm gonna start reading this on the camera. But yeah, I just wanted to share this because I was really excited for that tour. And it, like I said, I keep repeating myself, but it was a big part of my life. And so, yeah, I just wanted to make this video. I wanted to share a little bit deeper insight with you guys on this. That tour, you know, we got to Missouri and we sat on the river, and I was just like, wow, like, I'm doing this, you know. Again, I'm not glamorous, we're struggling, but I'm doing it. And that was really a key moment in my music career. And a lot of people from then on thought I was gonna keep doing this thing. And then that was right after I kind of met my wife, and I took a back seat and I got into the insurance industry, and a lot of people were like, what happened? You went on tour, you did all this stuff. And you know, I joined a few bands after, but it was a big thing. So again, I got a tattoo of it. I'll never regret it. We don't talk as much as I'd like, or as much as we used to, because we all kind of have our own lives now, all doing our own different things. But yeah, we're all still fairly local. Tyler's in Georgia. He lived here for a while. He moved back to Georgia. Justin's out in Orange County, so he's close. But yeah, super pumped on this book. Thank you, Justin, for the copy. Of course, I had to buy a copy because I wanted to support him. You know, I'm sure he would have offered to buy one or just give me one, but I really wanted to support him and everything he's doing because, again, super, super pumped and proud of him. Whether he cares that I'm proud of him or not, I am. Yeah, guys, that's all I got for you today. I was super excited on this book. I wanted to open this on camera because I know this is going to kind of take me back to some memories that I haven't relived in a while. And so, Justin, thank you for including the Mark Twain tour in this. I'm really excited to kind of, again, put me back there. And I'm really excited to finish this and hear what you've been doing, because I know you're a good person and you're doing some great things. So, yeah. That's all I got. I know this video is kind of different than my other videos, but I wanted to share that because I was really excited about this. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully that was a little inside scoop of something that, you know, I did in my past. And I have more videos coming out soon, but for now, this is all I got. I'm gonna go check this out. I'm gonna start reading this tonight. We'll see you guys in the next video.